Language Foundations Vocabulary Flashcards, helping you achieve understanding.
A formal public statement. A declaration of independence. Contract bridge. The highest bid becomes the contract, setting the number of tricks that the bidder must make. A formal expression by a meeting. Agreed to by a vote. A statement of taxable goods or of dutiable properties. A statement that is emphatic and explicit, spoken or written. Law. Unsworn statement that can be admitted in evidence in a legal transaction. His declaration of innocence. A formal public statement. The government made an announcement about changes in the drug war. A public statement containing information about an event that has happened or is going to happen. The announcement appeared in the local newspaper. A formal public statement. A festival commemorating the announcement of the Incarnation by the angel Gabriel to the Virgin Mary. A quarter day in England, Wales, and Ireland. Christianity. The announcement to the Virgin Mary by the angel Gabriel of the Incarnation of Christ. A formal public statement. The formal act of proclaiming, giving public notice. Become smaller or draw together. Enter into a contractual arrangement. Reduce in scope while retaining essential elements. Contract bridge. The highest bid becomes the contract, setting the number of tricks that the bidder must make. Make or become more narrow or restricted. A variety of bridge in which the bidder receives points toward game only for the number of tricks he bid. Compress or concentrate. Engage by written agreement. Squeeze or press together. The spasm contracted the muscle. Be stricken by an illness, fall victim to an illness. A binding agreement between two or more persons that is enforceable by law. Make smaller. The heat contracted the woolen garment. The trait of being resolute. It was his unshakable resolution to finish the work. Analysis into clear-cut components. A formal expression by a meeting. Agreed to by a vote. A statement that solves a problem or explains how to solve the problem. Finding a solution to a problem. The ability of a microscope or telescope to measure the angular separation of images that are close together. Something settled or resolved. The outcome of decision-making. They never did achieve a final resolution of their differences. A decision to do something or to behave in a certain manner. He always wrote down his New Year's resolutions. Computer science. The number of pixels per square inch on a computer-generated display. The greater the resolution, the better the picture. Music. A dissonant chord is followed by a consonant chord. The subsidence of swelling or other signs of inflammation, especially in a lung. Find the solution. Reach a decision. He resolved never to drink again. Bring to an end. Settle conclusively. Reach a conclusion after a discussion or deliberation. The trait of being resolute. A formal expression by a meeting. Agreed to by a vote. Cause to go into a solution. Understand the meaning of. Make clearly visible. Can this image be resolved? Computer science. a line of code written as part of a computer program. A fact or assertion offered as evidence that something is true. A document showing credits and debits. The act of affirming or asserting or stating something. A message that is stated or declared. A communication, oral or written, setting forth particulars or facts, etc. According to his statement, he was in London on that day. A nonverbal message. A Cadillac makes a statement about who you are. Music, the presentation of a musical theme. The initial statement of the sonata. Bridge, the number of tricks a bridge player is willing to contract to make. A request to be present. They came at his bidding. An authoritative direction or instruction to do something. Bridge, the number of tricks a bridge player is willing to contract to make. Propose a payment. Ask someone in a friendly way to do something. A formal proposal to buy at a specified price. An attempt to get something. He made a bid to gain attention. An authoritative direction or instruction to do something. Invoke upon. Bid farewell. Ask for or request earnestly. The prophet bid all people to become good persons. Make a demand, as for a card or a suit or a show of hands. Make a serious effort to attain something. His campaign bid for the attention of the poor population. Writing that provides information, especially information of an official nature. Writing that provides information, especially information of an official nature. Computer science, a computer file that contains text, and possibly formatting instructions, using 7-bit ASCII characters. Anything serving as a representation of a person's thinking by means of symbolic marks. A written account of ownership or obligation. Record in detail. The parents documented every step of their child's development. Support or supply with references. Can you document your claims? Writing that provides information, especially information of an official nature. Something that serves as evidence. His effort was testimony to his devotion. An assertion offering first-hand authentication of a fact. According to his own testimony, he can't do it. A solemn statement made under oath. The formal act of proclaiming, giving public notice. His promulgation of the policy proved to be premature. A public statement containing information about an event that has happened or is going to happen. The promulgation was written in English. The official announcement of a new law or ordinance whereby the law or ordinance is put into effect. A legally binding command or decision entered on the court record, as if issued by a court or judge. A formal or authoritative proclamation. A resolution passed by both houses of Congress which becomes legally binding when signed by the chief executive, or passed over the chief executive's veto. A declaration that is made emphatically, as if no supporting evidence were necessary. The act of affirming or asserting or stating something. A declaration that is made emphatically, as if no supporting evidence were necessary. A declaration that is made emphatically, as if no supporting evidence were necessary. An act that debases or corrupts. Declaring or rendering bastard. The annulment of their marriage resulted in the bastardization of their children. An admission of misdeeds or faults. A public declaration of your faith. A written document acknowledging an offense and signed by the guilty party. Roman Catholic Church. The act of a penitent disclosing his sinfulness before a priest in the sacrament of penance in the hope of absolution. The document that spells out the belief system of a given church, especially the Reformation churches of the 16th century. An authoritative declaration. An opinion voiced by a judge on a point of law not directly bearing on the case in question and therefore not binding. A public declaration of intentions, as issued by a political party or government. Logic. A declaration of something self-evident. Something that can be assumed as the basis for argument. A formal message requesting something that is submitted to an authority. Logic. A declaration of something self-evident. Something that can be assumed as the basis for argument. An authoritative declaration. A public declaration of intentions, as issued by a political party or government. A formal and solemn declaration of objection. The many protestations did not stay the execution. A strong declaration of protest. An authoritative declaration. The power or right to give orders or make decisions. One chap's arbitrary assertion. A person who inspires fear or dread. Something that is a source of danger. Earthquakes are a constant threat in Japan. A warning that something unpleasant is imminent. They were under threat of arrest. Declaration of an intention or a determination to inflict harm on another. His threat to kill me was quite explicit.
Become our student and get access to effective and free educational materials. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to become a part of our growing YouTube community and to learn English effectively.